Greetings to you all, and welcome back to Let's Play Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Don't read the text on the bottom of the screen, it makes me look bad. Let's continue.
No, it's nothing like that. It's a video of all of us being interviewed by the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster.
When you say all of us, you mean...
I mean all of us, including you.
You lied! I never did any kind of interview.
No, you lie. I have the evidence.
No, it's not a lie. Just watch the DVD and you'll see for yourself.
Monokuma, we got some big TVs. Can we play?
The headmaster did, in fact, interview you.
What are you saying?
I didn't imagine you would remember.
It's not about whether or not I remember. You expect me to believe all this? That I lost my memory somehow?
Yes.
Well, we don't have any way to refute it, so we have no choice but to accept it as reality.
Really? Damn. I am a magical wizard. Please accept it, Byakuya. You can't refute it.
How can you say that? We're talking about living, breathing amnesia here.
To be honest, I have something else on my mind right now.
Something else?
You said the DVD contains recordings of us being interviewed by the headmaster, right?
Correct.
What were the interviews about?
The headmaster sat each of us down, one at a time, and asked us the same question. He asked us if we could accept the idea of spending the rest of our lives in this school.
What kind of question is that?
And how did we answer?
We'd say no, obviously.
Actually, we all said we could.
Except for you, Hero. You weren't on the DVD for some bizarre reason. I think we were just saving time.
Even me. I heard myself say yes. I could spend the rest of my life at this school.
It is a pretty nice school.
Why? Why would you say yes to something like that?
Oh, no. Seemed like a good idea at the time.
No, I don't remember a thing.
The same goes for everyone else. Nobody remembers. You don't remember choosing to live here forever, or even talking to the headmaster about it at all.
I suspect someone remembers. Whoever is controlling Monokuma right now. See, this is my point. Monokuma is currently being controlled. And, from what we've been led to believe, Monokuma can only be controlled by the control room, and literally anyone who sits in that room controls Monokuma. So it's not that it belongs to a certain person or anything. But that means someone is in the control room right now. Which clears all of us instantly.
It doesn't matter if I remember or not. Even if I bought the whole amnesia thing, the idea that I would want to live here forever?
What's wrong? Don't you want to live with us?
That's just insane! How can I believe that?
We're pretty cool.
Insane or not, we can't move forward until you accept it.
You sure are, 'cause it's all true.
What?
I know it sounds absurd, but if it's the truth, there's nothing we can do about it.
Indeed. We only have one path in front of us.
Then, we really...
Yep, you all totally lost your memory at the same time.
I am convinced.
This is all... making my head hurt.
Don't think too much, Hina. You'll lose your memory again.
And this isn't like some normal kind of memory loss. You stole those specific memories from us, didn't you?
Oopsie, you figured that part out too, huh?
I mean, it's obvious. I can remember my life before the school. So, it's very contained, my memory loss. I remember walking into the school.
Of course. There's no way we would all just happen to get amnesia at the same time.
How could someone just steal our memories?
I am interested to hear the scientific explanation for this one.
How? Come, that hardly matters right now.
It matters quite a lot to me, actually.
If I said it was hypnotism, would you believe me? Or we opened up your skulls and messed with your brains?
I mean, I'm more inclined to believe hypnotism out of those two.
Would you really believe anything I said? How it happened doesn't matter right now.
What matters is figuring out what memories you took from us. That's what you're trying to say, right?
I knew I could count on you.
The interview with the headmaster, taking that group photo, those can't be the only memories we lost.
Mm-hmm.
There must have been a purpose to it all. A reason for taking away our memories.
Of course there was a purpose. It all has to do with the original motive.
You mean the motive you came up with to try and get us to all kill each other?
That has something to do with the memories you stole from us?
Not expecting that, unless you're suggesting that my destroyed sofa is symbolic of some apocalyptic event, which it kind of is. It's very important to me.
It sure does. But that part's still a secret. Anyway, I'm sure it's not easy, but let's all focus on the class trial for the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Wait, that's wrong! You don't get to pick what we focus on. We do that.
Okay, so you want
I mean,
to figure
yes,
out who's
Monokuma,
killed
whatever
her
you
before
say.
we do anything else.
We don't have to listen to this guy. No. Usually when we're in discussion, if someone says, hey, I want to talk about this, and the rest of the group goes, shut up. That's that done. Fine. Fine, I'll solve this case first. Fine, why not? Sure, bring it.
So who did it? Who killed her?
Look at you being all
Whoever
chatty.
did it is the same one who's behind everything.
Correct.
That much I'm sure of.
Agree.
When you think about it, is the mastermind really here in the school?
Yes, in the control room right now.
They have to be here somewhere.
Correct.
What makes you so sure?
What does make me so sure?
Exactly. You're just making stuff up. There's no way the mastermind is here. The mastermind is probably a million miles away.
Okay, shoot Monokuma control room at that.
Masterminds always lurk
Right.
off in the background, right?
Yeah. So we've said this point before, I don't need to labour it. Monokuma is literally being controlled at this moment in time, therefore there's someone in the control room.
Exactly. You're just making stuff up. There's no way the mastermind is here. The mastermind.
No, it's wrong.
Hey, it's all making sense today.
There's no question that the mastermind is somewhere within the school.
Not just somewhere, we know precisely where the mastermind is. In fact, I'm gonna go upstairs and go into that room. Be right back.
How do you know? Did you find some evidence or something?
No, I have a working brain.
In the back of the data center, I found a panel that controls Monokuma. The mastermind must have been using that to control him all this time. So there can't be any doubt. The mastermind has been inside the school all along.
There can't be any doubt. In which case, there also can be no doubt that the mastermind is one of us.
I thought better of you, Byakuya.
Why?
I mean, Monokuma is literally tilting his head in confusion at you. As you say this, which one of us do you think is in the control room?
Recall what Makoto told us Monokuma said to him earlier. So if the mastermind is in the school, we have to assume it can only be that 16th student.
16 students dead, mate.
But how'd they manage to survive all of this?
I mean, Muck blew up. In terms of faking death... Okay. If that body was Muck, the fact that Muck blew up means Muck's dead. Okay? There is no doubt. You can't survive that. There's no fake in that one. But the body was scarred beyond all recognition. So... is it possible that Muck is still alive? And they blew up a cadaver? It is, but the measurements are consistent with Muck. Now, I don't actually know. What's the chance of two girls having exactly the same measurements? It's probably really low, right?
So we're the only ones here? It's not me! I'm not the mastermind!
Quiet, mastermind.
Not me.
I'm convinced.
Blame Makoto.
Wow. Why? Well, I'm not the most annoying person here. Look, you... Take your pick. Hero? Hina? Why me?
What? Why me?
'Cause it's super weird how you're the only one who survived being executed.
You saw that.
Oh, I get it. The only way he could have survived is if he was actually the mastermind himself, right?
You people are beyond help.
Aw, nuts! You got me!
Shut up, me!
Wait! What are you trying to say?
Everyone, calm down. There's no reason to panic. The mastermind's true identity will become clear soon enough. Just as soon as we find out who killed Mukuro.
That's a good point. Rather than wasting time bickering, we should put our minds to work solving this mystery.
Yeah, well, how much time have we already spent talking about the murder?
Not nearly enough.
He's right. What more is there to talk about?
The word biolab written on the
What's
top,
to
that's what.
talk about? I think there might be one thing. We haven't fully established what Mukuro's fatal injury was.
It was the biotop.
But I thought we figured that out. She died when she got hit in the back of the head.
Not necessarily.
That isn't actually what killed her. It was something entirely different. Wouldn't you agree, Makoto?
Sure, why not? Well, it wasn't the stab wound, and you're telling me outright it wasn't the blow to her head. I don't know how I know that. I thought I wasn't sure if it was the head wound or not. I couldn't rule it out, but I couldn't guarantee it either. She is covered in other wounds, and it's possible she died a long time ago from those other wounds. And then they wheeled the body out, so I guess it's the other wounds.
All
I don't-
the wounds covering her body. That's what really killed
I don't feel I know that. I feel it's a possibility.
Hey, now hold on a second. You did read the Monokuma file, right?
I never read those things.
It made it pretty clear. Those wounds were made at least a few days ago.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, okay. Covered in wounds. I was going to say it could be Leon's body because he was covered in... He was bludgeoned with baseballs all over, but the body is clearly female. So it's not Leon.
So they can't possibly be what killed her.
Okay, I'm leaning towards... It's a cadaver and they blew it up.
Consider this. What if the murder itself took place at least a few days ago?
Mm-hmm.
What?
What if, when we discovered her body, she'd already been dead for several days?
So I can't think of anyone with consistent injuries to that. Which makes me think that it is Muck. But let's say the mastermind. I'm going to assume someone survived their execution. And I'm going to go for Celeste. Because she was burnt. Okay. So let's say Celeste survived her execution and it was all faked. I'm going to assume Celeste betrayed Muck. So Celeste killed Muck with wounds all over her body and then just left the corpse somewhere and dragged it out a few days later.
If that's true, then naturally the wounds that killed her would appear to be however many days old.
And that would explain why there's one fewer bodies in the morgue than you should have, because Celeste wouldn't be in there. I'm just picking Celeste because she's, I don't know, looked kind of evil.
That doesn't
No
make
actual
any
reasoning.
sense. Because she had all those wounds before she ever came here.
What?
Huh? How do you know that?
Yeah, how the hell do you know that?
Isn't it obvious? She was the ultimate soldier, right? So that means, you know.
You're wrong.
They're several days old, they're not years old. Also, she never sustained a single injury.
She denied me. Before I could even say anything.
Why are you enjoying that? It just proves what an idiot you are.
I'm not weird, okay? At least listen to what I have to say before you deny me.
You're not doing much to shore up that argument of you not being weird. But alright, I shall deny you. Yeah, I know what I'm doing here, it's fine. I remember this. Muck's profile clearly states that she didn't have any wounds on her body. It made a point that it was so impressive that you could be in a mercenary group.
Obviously.
No, that's wrong.
Man, I am slaughtering the debates.
No, Mukuro didn't suffer those wounds in battle. The file we found in the headmaster's room said as much. Despite the time she spent in battle after battle as a member of Fenrir, when she entered this school, she hadn't sustained a single injury.
Kind of suggests that the school told her to strip off so we could examine in order to let her in. Which is a bit weird.
Denied so completely. Actually, it's kind of refreshing.
See, it's not just Byakuya that can do it.
Maybe it's because of all of Master's training.
Byakuya, what have you been teaching this girl?
Anyway, so we can be sure that Mukuro suffered all those wounds after coming to this school. In which case, they could be the very thing that killed her.
Okay, and no one here has ever met Muck. So the wounds could only have been inflicted by the mastermind.
As a matter of fact, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. When examining her body, I found that her stomach and head wounds came after she was already dead.
You could have said this a while ago, it would have helped.
Unless anyone has any better suggestions, I think we can say this with confidence.
Also, holy hell, how can you... What kind of level of autopsy can you perform with a cursory glance?
The wounds Mukuro sustained all over her body are what ultimately killed her.
Ultimate. A girl with wounds all over her body? Nice. This game has got some bad phrasing.
But if that's what killed her, then does that mean she's really been dead for who knows how long?
A few days, according to the Monokuma
That's
file.
exactly what it means. When we found her body in the garden, she'd already been dead for
Wait.
several days.
I said few days, it's actually several days. Does anyone have the technical definition of the number several?
So then, what about the little matter of what happened last night?
Let's not worry about that.
Makoto, you said you were attacked in your
Wait, that
room
was
by a
last
masked
night?
assailant.
I thought I slept a whole night in the garbage. Okay. Time is flowing slower than I thought.
If Mukuro had already been dead for several days, certainly it couldn't have been her.
Good point. I hadn't realised that. That must be the mastermind then
So
that attacked
who
me,
was
right?
it
I mean,
that
it could be
attacked
literally anyone. They were wearing a mask and a coat. But it makes sense that it's the mastermind. And that wasn't Hifumi, he's cleared. Yeah, it's obviously the mastermind.
I got it!
Headmaster's
The
in a
one who
box.
attacked me was the true mastermind.
Muck is in a different kind of box.
When we discovered Mukuro in the garden wearing the same mask,
Yeah, it's the textbook deception with a mask, right? You wear the mask, do something, then you put the mask on someone else. And so naturally you assume the masked person is the masked person, but it's not.
I naturally assumed she must have been the one who attacked me.
So that's our mastermind we're looking at right there. Doesn't tell me much. Looking at the physiology. Tells me it's not Hifumi. I mean, that's about it, in all honesty. He doesn't look like Chihiro either. Chihiro is too short and just all-around petite. It's not Sakura. Doesn't narrow it down too much. I mean, that could be male or female. That could easily be Leon, Celeste, Taka. There's loads of people
But
that could
I
be.
was wrong. It wasn't her at all. It was the mastermind.
You're right there.
What are you laughing at?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just getting a little impatient sitting here listening. I think I'm gonna jump in.
Yeah, if you've got some evidence, then, you know, toss it into the pile. It might be helpful.
Easy question.
Right.
Your assumption that I attacked Makoto is just that, right? An assumption.
Correct.
You can't really know who was under that mask, can you? I mean, that's the whole point of a mask.
Correct.
The true identity of the masked attacker is Mukuro Ikusaba. At least, that's what I think.
Incorrect. She has been dead for several days.
Do you have any evidence that might convince me otherwise?
We literally just had this conversation. What were you, asleep? I got it. I goddamn got it. No, I don't got it, because I don't know how these things work in the real world. I goddamn got it. I need to check the truth bullets to know if I goddamn got it. You're gonna see my theory, because I can't check this without making it very obvious what I'm doing. It's not here anymore, damn it. Okay, I wanted to check which hand the Fenrir logo's on. Maybe it's in the profile. Okay, so what I'm noticing is there's no Fenrir logo on the hand. No, I can only see her right hand, and I don't know which hand the logo was on. I think it was on the right. If I imagine where the corpse was lying, it was on the right hand, wasn't it? And there's no tattoo. So that ain't muck. Originally I was going to say it's not muck because it didn't have any false nails on, but I'm pretty sure false nails come off on. I think that's the point. Does Monokuma File 5 say about the tattoo? It doesn't, does it?
You never saw their face, right?
No.
So you can't have any idea who is under that mask.
That's true.
I'm telling you now,
That's wrong.
It was Mukuro Ikusaba.
You're wrong. Even without seeing their face, there's another part of the attacker we can use to prove it wasn't her.
Also the fact that she's dead.
Oh? And what is this other part? Is it the right hand?
Yes, it is.
Or the left hand? Maybe the right foot? Or perhaps the left foot?
That's back to
Or
front.
could it be the hips?
Why would you do that? Why was right hand on the left and left hand on the right?
You never saw their face, right? So you can't have any idea who is under that mask. I'm telling you.
No, it's wrong.
So Monokuma's allowed to start lying through his teeth, is he? Because he's in the trial now, alright.
Mukuro had a tattoo on her right hand, if I remember correctly.
Good job, Brain, remembering which hand it was.
A representation of Fenrir. In other words, a wolf tattoo. But I saw the right hand of the person who attacked me. And there was no such tattoo. So there's no way the person behind the mask was Mukuro.
Yeah, well, okay. You got me. I guess it wasn't her.
You've watched all of these trials up to this point and you thought you could take me on. Haven't you seen what happens when anyone challenges me about anything? They get destroyed.
But that still doesn't prove that it was me.
Silence, Bear.
It could have been, you know, someone else, right?
Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I all have solid alibis for that entire night.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't me. I didn't attack myself.
Yeah! We were in the gym tearing you apart, so it could have been any of us.
Oh, okay, sure. It couldn't have been any of you. But what about Kyoko? It totally could have been her.
She saved my life. Why would she try and kill me?
Uh-oh. No snappy comeback. Did I score a bullseye?
She wasn't attacking me. She was watching me sleep. She's already admitted this to me in private.
If you insist, I don't mind showing you.
Huh? Show me what?
What do you think? I'll show you the one thing that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it wasn't me.
You have badly scarred hands. Man, it's clever. The way the facts from before are coming back into play. Whoa, those are some badly scarred hands. I mean, they're beautiful.
Awful, isn't it? It happened when I was first learning to be a detective. I was inexperienced.
I thought you didn't want anyone to see those scars.
I think it's quite important to show the scars in the matter of life or death. In the hierarchy of bad things to happen to you, people seeing my scars probably outranks being murdered.
If it means we get another step closer to unmasking the mastermind, it doesn't really bother me. My scars should suffice as proof.
They should. Well, I'm convinced. But we shall pick this up again in the next video. Hopefully you'll join me for that, and I shall see you then.